Mac, managing rookie quarterbacks has been one of the biggest storylines in the NFL so far. In New England, you have the Pats giving the franchise keys to Mac Jones, which is great. In Chicago, you don't have Matt Nagy doing that with Justin Fields, which is lame. And then we have what's going on with San Francisco.
Yeah, I interviewed someone who is very familiar with the 49ers and their quarterback situation, the one and only Joe Montana. Here's what he had to say about his mentality when Steve Young was his backup and how long he thinks that Jimmy G can hold off Trey Lance. And keep in mind, this was shot before this weekend's game against the Seahawks. Here's what he had to say. When Steve Young was behind you, did his presence at all impact anything you did when you were in San Francisco?
Well, like I said, all I concentrated on was making sure he stayed back there. And so, and the only way to do that is you have to go out and perform on the field. And like I said, we won Super Bowls, after he came. And, if I would have stayed, I think we would have won some more. But that's, like I said, that's all Jimmy has to do is concentrate on, don't worry about him. It's easier sometimes said than done, but he's playing well. So just go play the game like he knows he can play it.
And so Jimmy has one more year on his contract. So I'm just going to ask you straight up, of course, how do you see the year or so playing out for the Niners in that situation?
I think as long as he stays healthy, that offense goes. I mean, he's taken them to the Super Bowl once. And I don't see any reason why they can't do it again. It's just, you got to keep him on the field. If he's not on the field, that's when if he gets hurt, then, you can't give him an opportunity to put the guy in if you're Jimmy. You don't want to not be yourself on the field because then you won't play as well as you're capable. And so you just got to try to put it in the back of your mind. And if they put him in, they put him in. But don't give him a reason to put him in.
Is Joe Montana a fortune teller, Andy?
I think most legendary quarterbacks are, Mac. But in all seriousness, the key here is Jimmy Garoppolo and his health. So far, he has not been able to stay healthy for long periods of time, which is important to do when you're a starting quarterback in the NFL. So they're going to have to start taking a serious look at Trey Lance and saying, thanks, Jimmy G, for getting us to that one Super Bowl. But if you can't stay healthy, bro, we can't use you.
And on the topic of managing rookie quarterbacks, here's what Joe had to say about knowing when a guy is actually ready to play. Take a look. How important is playing experience that first year as a rookie quarterback? And where's that fine line between making mistakes and learning from them and not actually letting those mistakes rattle your confidence as a quarterback long term?
Well, a lot of that comes too from the teammates around you, that support when things go bad. But as a rookie, you hope you always think you're ready, and everybody wants to play right away. And a lot of it depends on the sophistication of the offense and, what it takes for that. Because I think a lot of these guys, you'll see, like in college, especially, all of a sudden everybody looks at the sideline. And I go, why are you looking over there? But they're telling him everything. They're telling him where he wants to throw the ball, what the defense is, and all. They're giving him all the information instead of teaching them how to do it themselves. And those are the guys that suffer when you get to the NFL because they don't do that, and they're not going to do that for you. So you got to learn it, and you have to see it, and that's why a lot of those guys suffer in being able to read defenses because they've never had to do it. And you don't learn to read defenses when you get to the NFL. It's too late.
Tom Brady recently said that he wants to play till he's 50. So A, do you think that's possible? And B, let's say that you started your career in the early 2000s. Do you think you could have played to the age of 50?
Well, yeah, they don't even touch him. Right?
So you're
he's hardly ever getting hit. So he can play till maybe 60. I don't know the way he's been coming. It's always about just the physical part. How long can you handle that part of it? And the way it is with the rules today, he just doesn't take those big hits anymore. Yeah, he gets hit on occasion, but it's never one of those big, 300 pounds compressing you in the ground. They stopped that from being legal. And They just don't do that anymore. And as long as he physically can throw the football, he's not a runner. He's going to stand in that pocket. As long as you can protect him in there, he'll stay in there, and you're not going to hit him. So, he'll play if as long as he can keep performing like that. He's got a great team around him too, so that doesn't hurt either.
So 60-year-old Tom Brady, he's got his arm strength, and that's what we're going to go for, right?
Wheel him out there in his chair and, okay, stand up.
Exactly.
Just throw the ball. Don't worry.
You're in yet another Guinness commercial. I think I need to get some acting lessons off you at this point. Can you talk about what this commercial is like and what it's been like working with them again?
Oh, it's been a great partnership with Guinness, and obviously my alma mater, Notre Dame, and myself. So it's been a lot of fun, and we're out there today talking about the new TV commercial coming out. That's for the kickoff of the season, and also a couple things that are going on. The commercial, I think, is kind of hits it on the head when it talks about how we've all been through this together, and now that that we've gotten to this point, that there are now good things are in our grasp and are right ahead of us.
Hey, sports fans, if you want to watch more sports seriously, be sure to check out these clips right here. And make sure you're subscribed to the channel to see all the great content from us here at USA Today Sports.